oceans. Coral reefs are among the most unique and complex natural wonders on our planet. Formed by millions of tiny organisms called coral polyps, they create robust calcium carbonate structures. Coral reefs play a crucial role in maintaining the delicate balance of the ocean's ecosystem.
Creatures from tiny crustaceans to large sharks depend on reefs for food, shelter, and reproduction.
This high biodiversity makes coral reefs essential for the survival of countless marine organisms.
Coral reefs typically thrive in tropical and subtropical marine regions.
These areas, particularly in the Pacific, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans, offer ideal conditions. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia and Caribbean reef systems exemplify their vitality.
However, coral reefs face severe threats from climate change, pollution, and human exploitation.
Rising ocean temperatures and acidification are causing widespread coral bleaching.
This phenomenon significantly reduces their ability to survive and thrive.
Bleaching not only diminishes their beauty, but also impacts the entire reef ecosystem.
Coral reefs hold immense economic and social value beyond their ecological importance.
They protect coastlines from erosion, acting as natural barriers against strong waves.
Reefs provide food and income for millions of people through fishing and ecotourism. Their natural beauty attracts millions of visitors, creating jobs and supporting coastal communities. Protection efforts ensure the continued existence of one of Earth's richest and most valuable ecosystems. And coral reefs, true wonders of the ocean, have existed and evolved over millions of years.
They play a crucial role in maintaining the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. Their complex evolution reflects numerous climate and geological changes throughout Earth's history.
Formed by hard corals, reefs are a testament to nature's long-term adaptability and resilience.
Corals belong to the Cnidaria group, sharing ancestry with jellyfish and sea anemones.
Their evolutionary journey began over 500 million years ago, during the Cambrian period.
Initially solitary, corals gradually formed colonies over millions of years.
Many polyps live together, creating a shared calcium carbonate exoskeleton.
This development allowed them to create the vast and complex reef systems we see today. Reef formation begins when coral polyps die, leaving behind their calcium carbonate skeletons.
New generations of corals then grow on these old skeletons, expanding the reef's area and height.
This continuous process, spanning millions of years, makes reefs living structures.
Coral reefs have undergone many transformations throughout Earth's history, closely linked to global changes. During ice ages, sea levels dropped significantly, exposing and killing many reefs.
However, as sea levels rose during global warming periods, new coral species regenerated. And this process allowed them to expand their reef systems and thrive once more. The adaptability of corals to past climate changes is truly remarkable and inspiring.
Corals not only survived ice ages and warming periods, but also thrived.
They created diverse and complex ecosystems, adapting to changing conditions.
The symbiotic relationship between coral and zooxanthella algae is crucial. The algae provide energy through photosynthesis, enabling corals to flourish in nutrient-poor waters. Corals have developed excellent adaptation mechanisms to tropical marine environments.
However, not all coral species can thrive in these ideal conditions.
Species in deeper, less lit areas have evolved different survival mechanisms. For instance, some switch from photosynthetic symbiosis to hunting with their tentacles.
Herbivorous animals like parrotfish and surgeonfish maintain reef ecosystem balance.
They prevent excessive algae growth that could otherwise smother and kill corals. Corals are broadly categorized into two main groups: hard corals and soft corals. Hard corals, also known as stony corals, are responsible for forming calcium carbonate exoskeletons.
These structures create the foundational framework of large, complex coral reefs.
Soft corals, in contrast, lack a rigid skeleton, featuring more flexible structures. With about 2,500 species, like gorgonians, they form vibrant underwater forests. The corals are widely distributed across all the world's oceans, adapting to various conditions. However, they are most concentrated in tropical and subtropical regions.
These areas typically have moderate depths and consistently warm waters.
Key regions include the Pacific, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans, rich in coral diversity. Approximately 70% of the world's coral reefs are found in the Indo-Pacific region. This region boasts large and famous systems, like Australia's Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest reef system, a true natural wonder. It stretches over 2,300 kilometers and is home to more than 400 coral species. The Coral Triangle in Southeast Asia is another area of exceptional coral diversity.
It includes Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Philippines, with over 500 hard coral species.
The Caribbean Sea in the Atlantic also boasts high diversity, with about 65 hard coral species. Notable species include branching corals and brain corals, forming complex structures.
Coral reefs are among the most important and diverse ecosystems on the planet.
They play an essential role not only for marine life, but also for human well-being.
Dubbed underwater rainforests, coral reefs provide habitats for about 25% of marine species.
This is remarkable, considering they occupy less than 1% of the seabed area. These complex structures create thousands of niches where organisms can hide, feed, and reproduce.
This contributes significantly to the rich biodiversity found beneath the ocean's surface.
Beyond providing protection and habitat, coral reefs act as natural barriers. They protect coastlines from erosion, absorbing and reducing the power of waves. Especially during major storms, they minimize wave impact, protecting coastal areas from being washed away.
This reduction in wave energy not only protects land, but also maintains other coastal ecosystems,
such as mangrove forests and seagrass beds, creating a balance between different ecosystems.
Coral reefs also possess significant economic value, supporting various industries.
Marine tourism, especially coral diving, generates substantial revenue for coastal nations. The beautiful and colorful reefs attract millions of tourists annually.
This influx of visitors creates numerous jobs for millions of people worldwide.
Additionally, coral reefs contribute significantly to the global food supply. And they serve as breeding and nursery grounds for many fish, shrimp, and other valuable marine animals.
This provides essential sustenance for millions, especially those in coastal communities.
Beyond their ecological and economic roles, coral reefs also offer significant medicinal value.
Scientific research shows many reef organisms contain compounds for developing medicines.
These range from anti-cancer and anti-inflammatory drugs to powerful antibiotics.
Soft corals and other reef organisms inspire scientists in developing important pharmaceuticals.
This contributes significantly to improving human health and modern medicine.
Therefore, protecting coral reefs is an urgent task to safeguard our marine ecosystems. It also protects natural resources and the coastal living environments for future generations.
Coral reefs face numerous major challenges from both natural environmental factors and human activities.
These threats not only jeopardize the existence of reefs, but also negatively impact marine ecosystems.
One of the biggest threats to corals is climate change, leading to rising ocean temperatures. Globally, rising ocean temperatures due to global warming cause widespread coral bleaching. These algae provide energy and color, making their expulsion detrimental.
When deprived of this primary nutrient source, corals become weak, lose color, and are vulnerable.
If bleaching persists, corals can die completely, causing severe damage to the underwater ecosystem.
Large-scale coral bleaching events have occurred in many areas worldwide.
This includes Australia's Great Barrier Reef, a vital and important coral ecosystem. Beyond climate change, ocean acidification is also a worrying issue for reefs. Due to increased atmospheric carbon dioxide, much of it dissolves into seawater.
This lowers the ocean's pH, increasing its acidity, which directly affects corals.
It impacts their ability to absorb calcium carbonate, essential for building their skeletons.
When seawater becomes too acidic, corals cannot form strong enough skeletons. This weakens the reef structure, making them more vulnerable to environmental impacts. The environmental pollution is also a serious threat to corals, impacting their health.
Pollution from land, including agricultural chemicals and industrial waste, harms corals. Domestic wastewater often washes into the sea, contaminating water sources. This increases nutrient levels, creating conditions for toxic algae to grow.
Toxic algae reduce the light and nutrients corals need to survive and thrive.
Furthermore, Microplastic particles from plastic waste can be absorbed by corals.
This absorption harms their health, further jeopardizing their delicate existence. Unsustainable resource exploitation and tourism are also major threats to reefs.
Coral harvesting for jewelry, selling live corals for aquariums, and overfishing deplete resources.
At the same time, uncontrolled tourism, especially diving, can damage corals.
This occurs through direct touching or mechanical harm, impacting their fragile structures. Protecting reefs requires global cooperation and decisive actions from all stakeholders.
Climate change is the main cause of coral bleaching, threatening reef survival.
Governments worldwide must commit to reducing carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emissions.
This can be achieved through renewable energy, enhanced forest protection, and emission reduction programs.
Secondly, controlling environmental pollution is essential, especially waste streams from land. These waste streams, including agricultural and industrial runoff, flow into the sea.
Waste from agriculture and industry, containing toxic chemicals and fertilizers, needs strict control.
Authorities must establish stringent regulations on wastewater treatment and waste discharge.
Preventing uncontrolled waste discharge into the ocean is crucial for reef health.
Reducing chemical use in agriculture is also necessary to avoid marine pollution. This prevents nutrient enrichment, which leads to harmful algae growth, damaging corals. And furthermore, managing plastic waste is crucial, as microplastic particles can harm corals. Promoting movements to reduce plastic waste, recycle, and use eco-friendly materials is vital.
This will help lessen pressure on marine ecosystems and protect coral health.
Alongside this, developing sustainable tourism is a vital factor in protecting reefs. Marine tourism, especially diving, can damage reefs if not strictly managed.
Coastal tourism areas must implement strict regulations to protect corals.
By combining policy, scientific, and awareness-raising measures, we can conserve and restore precious coral reefs for future generations.